Hello and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Voice Podcast. I'm your host, John Lucas, alongside my co-hosts, Vinny Bernard.
I'm back.
Woo! Joe Ortiz, how's it going, man?
It's going good, man. I didn't think Vandy was going to be back so soon, but, I guess he recovered quickly. He had that Cena strength, that Cena ability to get back so soon.
Oh, that wrestling. Oh, he'll be okay next week, don't worry.
Right? It's like nothing ever happened.
Last week didn't even happen. What are you talking about?
Chair shot. I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, see, look, you didn't even know. Follow us on Twitter at PWV_podcast for all your wrestling news, articles, opinions, and information. Check out ProWrestlingVoice.com. Check out our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/ProWrestlingVoice. Only $19.99. You guys go and check those out. You can find us on iTunes by searching Pro Wrestling Voice Radio, and on the Spreaker app by searching Pro Wrestling Voice Podcast, and of course YouTube.com/ProWrestlingVoice. We are the generation that grew up in the Attitude Era. This is our take on the business. So let's go ahead and get to some big news. Kev, you want us to kick us off with the news? Let us know what happened?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and dive right in. The biggest news I think that we have is going to be Shelton Benjamin. We all know he was supposed to return, maybe in the next couple weeks or so, but unfortunately, and it's really unfortunate that he's just suffered a torn rotator cuff, and he's going to be out for probably at least a few months or so.
It's a damn shame.
Man, it really is, man, because I was excited to see him back. We all know from his previous stint with WWE, he was a heck of a competitor, and
absolutely.
Now we got to wait, which is, sucks.
Yeah, so go ahead, Kenny.
And I was saying, usually the WWE would wait till they pass their physical before they end up doing some type of signing and promotion. So I mean, it was kind of weird that here he was advertising him, and then he failed his physical. So I guess unless again it happened just recently where he tore his rotator cuff, but it seemed like it's something that he was still recovering from. So I don't know, who knows? But usually somebody would have to pass the physical first before WWE promotes them. Just like with NFL or NBA, a team before you start endorsing a player or something like that for your team, you usually wait till they pass the physical before the trade's official or anything, or signing's official. So I'm surprised that in this case we're advertising him. Oh snap, he failed a physical. So they'll see that one every day.
That sucks. That's weird. I was hearing on Taj's show that he was saying WWE wouldn't promote someone if they hadn't signed them already and was already good to go. And,
right.
That does make sense. If you don't pass the physical, you ain't you ain't going, you ain't moving nowhere. So I'm guessing it probably was just an unfortunate accident. It happens, and unfortunate. Yeah. And it sucks.
Yeah.
So. What else?
Yeah,
What else was there?
Some other big news. Again, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but Joey Styles has just been let go from WWE after a long and tenured career with WWE, ECW.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's definitely his signature line, if you will. And it's such a shame because he was voicing his opinions, and we all know now if you voice your opinion in WWE, chances are you're gonna get let go. So.
It's a damn shame. And the worst part is he said exactly what everybody else was thinking. The Universal title, the name of that is just garbage. Are you serious? And then the three-man...
Daniel Bryan went on it, on Talk Is Back. Come on.
Exactly. And then the three-man booths, both of them suck. They both suck. Raw would be great if it was, I'll even say it, Michael Cole and just Corey Graves. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown, Ronaldo and King was so good, and that's actually part of what made SmackDown great and fun to watch before this brand split happened. And then now King's on the hall of the kickoff panels and stuff now. And I was actually trying to give David Otunga a chance. He's bad. He's awful.
Oh, he is. And
I can't stand him now.
He's bad. He's horrible. And the thing is, I don't know why. If they just put him into commentating, why all of a sudden that you decide, who thought it was a good idea to have him on? Well, of course, it's Vince, but what sense does it make for him if he just started out to be on a SmackDown head commentating team when you're trying to get ratings? Because honestly, I'd rather listen to Cole than David Otunga any day right now because Otunga's horrible. I pretty much want to mute SmackDown anytime he talks.
Cole's actually been on his game the last few Raws too, though. So I'll credit to him. I was just like, oh shit, I'm not even annoyed by you right now.
Maybe
like,
Corey Graves is bringing out another level in him.
It must be doing
It really is.
the magic of Corey Graves. He's killing it. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Big ups, dog. Like, so happy you're finally on the main roster.
Heck yeah, we knew he'd be good when he came up. When he finally got called up, and he's just proven himself.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Those 3-man boots are horrible. They're awful. They need to get rid of them completely.
I almost give it a pass for Raw because, I mean, I could talk my ass off for 3 hours, but commentating, your voice kind of levels up and down. It's a different feel if you're commentating live at an arena or something like that. I kind of get it. Maybe, give each one of them a break at the same time, but make Raw 2 hours. It makes it a whole much better. Which we're gonna get into that because Raw fucking sucked. It was absolutely trash, and the worst part is there were 2 saving graces on this show. The opening segment was with all 4 of those dudes was pretty good.
Yeah.
Enzo, Jericho, Kevin Owens, and
Cass.
Yeah, they all are great on the stick. And it's great to see that they got so much time because it shows why they got so much time. The rest of the show,
sucked.
When you guys said that Raw was bad, because I caught portions of Raw, but there's quite a bit of it missed. So I DVR'd it, and when you guys said how awful Raw was, I was like, do I want to watch this? I said, you know what? Let me go back, just take snippets just so I could, be able to talk about it today. Oh my gosh, was it bad?
It was.
I wasted a couple hours.
It was.
There's a couple hours that I will never get back on my life. And oh my gosh, I
don't like sleeping, and I could have been sleeping.
No doubt, man.
I could have been doing anything else, but that was probably there was one Raw. I think maybe like in May that's really bad. This was probably the second worst Raw this year. That's how bad this one was.
It was.
Easily.
I don't even want to give them the excuse, the Olympics was on. I'm like...
No, that's no excuse.
No, fuck you. You can't use that as a cheat excuse. It was literally a throwaway Raw. There was nothing that you needed to see on this. Nothing.
Yeah, that was garbage, man. I feel bad for, let's say a first-time viewer just tuned in, hey, let me check out this show. He's probably never watching the product again because that was such an awful, awful Raw, man.
It was. There was glimmers. There were like three kind of maybe 4 gold nuggets in this.
Right.
Like I said, with the opening 4 guys, that was great. Developing Finn Balor a little bit, I thought those vignettes were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were.
Seth Rollins promo,
and I'll say it. I don't know if they intentionally did it, but that whole wedding angle with Rusev and Lana was just bad. It was all, and Rusev's pretty good too, because man, he pulled that out a little. He pulled a little bit of okay out of that because it was all bad. And then Roman saving grace,
right.
Roman came out and literally fucking owned it. He was like, yo, I'm fucking Roman Reigns, and yeah, we're doing this now. And straight up, he cut loose. He was natural. It didn't feel so scripted. He even poured some champagne and tried to toast it.
He took a sip.
He took a shot. I was like, oh shit, look at Roman. Like everyone getting cheers, man. He was getting full cheers. I am so ready to see this match. Fuck yeah, Roman. That's gonna be my chant now. Fuck yeah, Roman. Like, man, yo, he's doing it. He's getting me. Like, go ahead, man. Props, dude.
I'll give him credit too. I mean, just like you said, Roman kind of won us over at Battleground, and each week, man, he's growing on me a little bit more and more.
He's not doing it. Just take this promo, compared to anything else he's ever done.
Right.
There's humor in this. There's levity in this. There's a real human. It's not like a robot. Oh, I'm a big badass. Like it's. He's finally has some character. He's not just a performer. I'm the coy guys. You'll believe that. He's not just doing that anymore. And it's almost why I used to like that when Big E used to get a few weird backstage segments when he was still with Dolph Ziggler and stuff. Like Like the first time I heard like his voice, like the New Day voice he does now, he was doing that with Dolph Ziggler. I was like, that's the voice he has? That's not the voice I expect from him, but you know, and I don't know. It's cool. I like to see them doing a little bit more with guys. Being a badass is easy. Everyone can stand there and look tough, you know. But yeah, was there any other pieces of Raw that either of you liked? Because I'd rather just talk about SmackDown.
I'll look into my notes, but I just feel like there was not.
There was. Okay.
The one good part. I mean, you probably were gonna say it too. Was just the little club vignette or promo they kind of cut backstage.
That's exactly it.
That was pretty damn funny.
that was funny. And the test results, they were nuts.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall. They're pretty. If that's their natural humor or whatever they're doing, that was fucking funny. That was like the best thing they've done on TV, honestly.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That had me cracking up.
And then, I guess, you know, it's probably always going to happen anyway, but Dana Brooke banned from ringside in the Women's Championship match with Charlotte and Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. So we can finally see a one-on-one match, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Nate came out and wooed Charlotte the title back. I hope it doesn't happen. I want Sasha to win clean, but, you know, we'll see. It's the worst part is, like, I say that, but I still like seeing Ric Flair.
No doubt.
He's Ric Flair.
Dirtiest player in the game. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him out there. It'd be a shame though if Sasha's title reign came to an end so soon.
I hope it doesn't. It shouldn't. Also, WWE. When you say someone's gonna have a mystery partner,
oh gosh,
it kind of has to be someone new to the roster, or at least someone on the opposing roster.
Or someone good for the.
Sin Cara? Right? Sin Cara? Are you kidding?
Why?
I like his gear, and I think I've seen him wear that gear before, but
he had the black mask.
Yeah, like I called it the Batman clothes last time I saw it.
Yeah.
But
it was I don't know why he was out there. That was just pointless. It should have just been a one-on-one match at that point, or a handicap match. I probably would have rather seen.
If Neville actually won the handicap match, that would have been something. Because then the Dudley's like, "Are you serious? You lost to one dude."
You're right.
One dude. Get out of here.
And to Neville's credit, though, I mean, he put on a good show.
Oh,
he pretty much, carried. He definitely carried Sin Cara on his back pretty much the whole match.
No,
I think he got some cheers, as opposed to last week where he did, kind of was flat. The crowd, that is.
I think last week just had a flat crowd. Raw it even seemed like it had a dead crowd this week too. But
you can't blame them at all for this.
No, I don't blame them. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn, you pay to go to this Raw?
That sucks.
That sucks.
And looks like they might be teasing a Dudley Boys split. Unfortunately,
it's fucking stupid.
It would be pointless too.
Don't do it. So dumb.
Didn't work last time, so why would it work this time?
It's like this. Like I don't even know.
To see that Bully Ray.
Here's the thing: you can still pull Bully Ray out of fucking what they have now. It's not like you could just have him talk more, feature him more on TV. He's better than half the roster. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a while since. I know the Dudleys haven't gotten that many appearances on Raw for a good amount of time, so it was good to see him back, but.
I dig the Dudleys.
I hope they don't split.
Yeah, no, them splitting right now would be so stupid.
Yeah. That's pretty much it about Raw. Nothing else I can really think of. You guys got anything?
Did y'all like the main event with Bryan and Mick Foley?
I thought that was stupid.
It was fucking dumb. Okay,
there was no point. There was
Not
no
for a
point
main
in
event.
Bryan being there. No point.
There was no point at all. I thought it was going to be some. There was no major storyline development. There was no storyline development. Period.
Yeah.
From it, so it was almost a pointless segment. So, no, and I think that capped off just how awful last night's Raw was.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, Cesaro put on 2 really good matches, 2 good performances that night. But what is it going to lead to? Yeah, we're just going to stuck in the mid-card, so congratulations.
It's not going to lead to anything. It's such a shame, man, because Cesaro, like you said, man, he's a heck of a competitor out there, man. And the things he could do, and I think he did like a flapjack or something like that to Rusev that was pretty damn impressive, and just picked him up deadlift almost. The dude has got some strength, man. The dude can wrestle out there, but yeah, they just
That's the worst part is Cesaro's appeal is that he can actually wrestle, you know?
And he's actually good in the ring.
It's like, fuck me, I thought this is WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. But the guy that can wrestle, nah, shove him down. Don't tell anyone about him.
It's a shame.
It's so stupid.
I love Cesaro, man, but I think he's gonna have to go.
He might as well go somewhere else, man.
Go to New Japan. I mean, he would flourish there.
It's almost a shame how look at the last let's say 2-3 years of just their body of work. He's had a lot of great consistent matches.
Yeah.
He really has. You remember his open challenge against Cena? Like the first one, I think?
Oh, my
God.
God.
That was a dope-ass match where even Austin's out there saying, fuck yeah, guys, go ahead, and, man, the first time I saw him do that suplex from the apron inside the ring, I was like, yo, fuck yeah, look at this guy. Oh, my God, are you kidding? Oh, my gosh.
How is he not a champion? God, it baffles me, honestly.
It is. Go ahead, Benny.
My bad. Just real quick. I mean, just like you're saying, John, he's a consistent performer, and he's a consistent performer of various different wrestlers, so various different styles. And no matter who it is, he still puts on a great match.
Yeah.
That's somebody you want who can go in the ring night after night, especially now when you have 3 hours to fill. So why not push him? I don't understand. Look, I know he's not the best on the mic, but there's plenty of people that they've given a push that haven't been good on the mic. There's some people that haven't been good on the mic and in the ring, but they've gotten a push. This guy at least has one of those elements. And I'm not going to mention any names of who those guys are. We'll do that. That's a podcast for another day. Yeah. But for the sake of time, Cesaro has at least one of those elements of being good in the ring. He connects with the fans. I mean, he doesn't have natural charisma like some other superstars do, but he connects with the fans. They love him. He can wrestle. Why not push the guy?
I know he's accepted by the universe, and they don't want to. The dude got a fucking big swing over. That's one of the dumbest. I'm sorry, that's one of the dumbest moves in wrestling. That and the airplane spin, and I hate that. I remember when Daniel Bryan tried to do the airplane spin in the Royal Rumble, after Cesaro got the big swing over. Those are the. You don't pick those moves in the game unless you're dirt dicking off. It's
like your fourth character.
Yeah, exactly. And he got that over. Over. Now it was part of his and Tyson Kidd's tag finish, which was good, by the way. It's
an awesome finisher. Oh, man. It just goes back to that podcast with, I think it was Austin and McMahon, where McMahon was just like, he's missing that, that it factor. And, I mean, like you said, Vandy, I mean, I guess he's not the best on the mic, but there's no doubt about his in-ring ability. And the fact that Vince McMahon can't see that is just a shame because, again, he's one of the best out there.
The great Khali was once a champion in this great business we call the WWE. The great freaking Khali was a champion.
Right.
And we could make a list of bad champions, but we'll save that for another day. That'd be a segment coming up for another episode. But there've been so many bad champions and guys that they have put. Remember Vladimir freaking Kozlov?
Yep. I mean, barely, but yeah, I remember.
Tried to push. They really tried hard to push him. He had multiple championship opportunities, but a guy like Cesaro he can't even sniff a 6-man championship match. I mean, let alone a singles match, a one-on-one match for a title shot.
I remember Vladimir Kozlov had an undefeated streak for a little while. I remember they were actually trying to build him the right way, and now going back to Cesaro. I think the last time he actually held WWE Gold was when he was tag team champion with Tyson Kidd.
It was?
Yeah, sounds about right.
How long was that? 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Now, yeah, because Tyson Kidd been out with that injury.
It's a damn shame. It's gotten to the point where I would almost want him to get traded to SmackDown or something like that, and maybe they work something out with them. Because maybe if he holds the IC title, it'll be good for everybody. Or maybe they bring the European title to Raw or something. They need to do something. Invent something for him. Give him something. He has the James Bond gimmick now. Give him a girl as a manager. Give him a girl who can legit talk. Give him something so that he can get even more over than he already is. We already like him. He's a believable champion. And he could kick ass, too. We would actually enjoy seeing that.
Yep.
Right.
Maybe one day. I just don't want it to get to a point where it's
always too late.
Where it's too late, exactly.
That's WWE.
And he gets. I mean, he's already frustrated, so he's gonna get to a point. I mean, we've seen it before. A guy like Punk got so frustrated, my man's he didn't even complete his contract.
Right.
So Cesaro is. I mean, it won't surprise me if we're doing a podcast one day and the news breaks or the dirt sheet reports WWE Superstars contract coming up, unhappy, leaving, see who it is, and it's Cesaro.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Del Rio is probably going to leave in October.
Yeah, Del Rio's probably be gone soon too. I mean,
can't blame him.
Goodness gracious.
He had a pretty good match tonight against Randy, though. I'll give him that. They had a pretty physical matchup, and I'm not Del Rio's biggest fan, and I was just like, go ahead, Del Rio.
I mean, we know that Del Rio is good in the ring.
Oh yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And yes, he's in somewhat of a similar situation. I mean, at least he's had world titles, but he hasn't really done much since being back in WWE. So, yeah, that's probably why he's gonna leave, like you guys were saying.
When he came back, they strapped him with Zeb Coulter.
Yeah,
he didn't need Zeb Coulter. I don't even know why they were together. Like Mexican America, how
random.
stupid was that?
So random.
It's like, this doesn't even need to happen right now. Just let Del Rio be Del Rio. He just beat John Cena. goddammit. You don't even need it.
You're right.
Serious? He beat John Cena in 7 minutes.
Man, that should shoot you to the top of the mountain, you know what I mean? WWE title shots and all that good stuff.
He ended the U.S. Open Challenge. He ended one of the best parts of 2015, and probably the best stretch of Cena's career in the ring. Like, damn you, Del Rio. Damn you. But anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about SmackDown. SmackDown was great. It fucking kicked Raw's ass.
Kicked it out. Yeah.
I can almost talk about every point of the show, and it was good. But just one thing, just going all over SmackDown, I really like their matchup screen. I think it looks really nice, and the artwork design they use for each of the superstars I think actually looks pretty cool. Open up Raw hot with Bray because of promo. He's the victim for losing, and just leads to that. Nothing really there. All 4 dudes. Ambrose comes out to attack Wyatt after Gene comes out and confronts Bray. He just wanted to get even with Bray Wyatt and Rowan. And yeah, anyway. Leads to a tag match for the main event of SmackDown, but we'll get to that later. American Alpha versus Local Yokels. More enhancement talent. And boy, was this one quick. This was quick. And then they win with grand amplitude. Next up, Eva Marie's spectacular debut versus Becky Lynch, and she doesn't compete because of a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh my gosh, I laughed. I'm not gonna lie when
I laughed my ass off because I was like, "What's the next creative thing they could do to keep her from getting in the ring?" Because I noticed when she came out, I was like, "What's like on her back?" It was like weird. It was like an extra top or something like that. And then of course her top comes off. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this is funny, and I'm okay with this because now they're really rolling with it. So let's see what they got. Let's see next week.
See what they got next week. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny what her gimmick is, and it's almost legit heat. It's like, are you fucking kidding? Really? Okay. Okay. No, but what's it called? Becky comes, babyface promo. Come at me, bro. She's like straight up. It was calling anyone back. Alexa Bliss answers the call. Apparently it was her birthday, so happy birthday, Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
And nice finish for her. What did she call it? The Twisted Bliss. Yeah, it was looks like a rotating moonsault. I was like, that was dope. And she beat Becky Lynch on her debut. We got some serious now.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Build that division.
They're doing Becky dirty.
They are.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this too. So after American Alpha won their enhancement talent match, the rest of the SmackDown tag teams, including the Hype Bros formation, came out and pretty much just all attacked each other and heard JBL over commentary talk about Daniel Bryan introducing the SmackDown Tag Team Championships probably sometime after SummerSlam. So, that's good, and I can't wait to see it. I know they talked about that on Talking Smack. Hopefully we get some answers soon, and I would like to see a new creative way of doing it. I don't want to say that SmackDown's been kind of predictable with what they're doing, but I don't want them to just, hey, here's a tournament for the number one to see who's gonna face for the championship. Maybe come up with something creative. Maybe like a
tag team turmoil. It has not been done in a while.
Say that one more time.
A tag team turmoil match that has never been done in a while.
Ooh, it hasn't.
The last time was like Judgment Day 01. It was the last time I can remember that. I still have that thing on VHS, but that was such a great concept that I'm surprised they haven't used more often throughout the years, honestly.
That's awesome. I actually hope they do that now. I was like, don't just do traditional tag or tournaments, and I don't want to see. I was thinking maybe a tag team King of the Ring. I think WWE fought for that trademark again for a pay-per-view, a real pay-per-view. So
that's true.
It's cool to see that. Even though I like traditional King of the Ring, it helps build some more superstars, and you get a definite new number one contender that you can build for that next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Next up was Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio. Like I said, physical matchup, had 2 segments. Del Rio gets himself disqualified by hitting Randy with a chair, really working that shoulder. And just before all the segments are over, RKO out of nowhere. And,
nice.
And we can move on. That was good. I was happy to see it. Randy getting a lot of big babyface pops.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah. I love when he, starts to charge up for his finisher, and we all know it's gonna miss, but he still gets everyone riled up for it. He misses every single time. At least Del Rio ran out of the ring to get some good heat on him, and I was like, okay, that was a good one because it's he goes up, push off, reversal, but anyway.
You gotta see Randy too. He's enjoying. You can really see that he's enjoying this stretch of his career coming back. I think you can really tell how much he missed being around.
Oh yeah.
And how much he just missed the ring. Because I think there's a little report or a little alert that was saying that Vince is really loving Randy's attitude and he seems more focused than ever now. And you can really see it translate on TV now.
Yeah.
And him just open. I mean, his work on the mic has been some of his best in his career. Besides, the Age of Orton days. So it's been really good. I'm loving this Randy.
Yeah, the Legend Killer is back, man, and I'm loving it.
Legend Killer is back. I was so happy you said that at the top of the show, when he was arriving at the building.
That was awesome.
I still will never get that. I'm like, this is especially when Vince did it. I was like, this is Vince's company, right?
Right.
He just arrived. He's backstage. It just.
You like to work, bro.
That's what. Straight up, it always took it out of it for me. That I'm like, why are they recording a scene where Vince gets in a limo literally 10 feet outside of the building and drives in the building to walk to the arena? It's so I get it. It's for the promo, but it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Oh man. Anyway, next, Heath Slater versus Rhino. I was actually happy they had that little promo before, because now I feel sympathy for Heath. He got to feed his 7 kids,
Yeah.
And I was happy that Rhino addressed that he won the Republican primary. Was it in Michigan? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So props to him. I was like, I remember when I saw that last Wednesday, I think I was like, oh shit, he was just on TV goring the shit out of somebody.
Right.
Hey. Politics, who knows?
Major props.
Straight up. Of course, Rhino wins because he should, and Heath goes to the back and straight yells at Shane and Daniel Bryan, "I deserve it. I'm out of here. You'll never see Heath Slater again, baby." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And of course, well, I guess we're not gonna offer him this contract anymore.
He blew his opportunity.
Yeah. But I kind of like it that he's flipping back and forth. So he'll be back. He'll be back next week. Trying to get in the building or something. Whatever. It's funny and it's working. It's almost like this. I don't want. I'm not gonna say he would have been good mid card or anything like that. But at least he's on TV. I like this way more than the Golden Truth or anything else. Like, some other dumb shit segments and stuff. I was like, I actually am like excited to see Heath Slater on TV.
Yeah,
it's so funny. I'm like, oh shit, like Heath Slater, what's he got to do? And I actually like sit back and I noticed I put my phone down. I was like, do I actually like Heath Slater now? Like, are you sure? Okay, so
all right.
Yeah. What was the next match? I don't think the next match was the main event, was it?
It was your favorite female superstar, Carmella.
Oh yeah, it was Carmella versus Natalya. I don't hate Carmella. I just don't think she has it yet. I didn't want her to get caught up. I didn't think she was ready even in NXT, and I don't know. It's gonna take her a while because to me, for that SmackDown audience that doesn't know her, she's some chick that's coming out here copying Enzo and Cass. You know, that's exactly what I see. And I hate her song too, and I can't stand it. But yeah, I don't even have anything else to say about that. Yeah. But she made Natty tap, right?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And also on her debut match.
Oh, it was her SmackDown debut.
Yeah, you know, your debut, you're most of the time going to get the W, and rightfully so. So I do like her finish though. After I saw, I think this is like the second or third time I saw it. I don't know why. I don't think I saw too much of her in NXT. But even when I did see her in NXT, she was always escorting like Enzo and Cass, or whenever she had like a singles match, I was like, that wasn't the one. You know. But anyway, is main event? It was just a little backstage, I guess, video of Corbin just destroying Kalisto, like everybody loves to do.
Hashtag beat up Kalisto.
Right? That should be the real hashtag there.
Unfortunate Kalisto, and also on the night, no Cena or AJ Styles. We got a quick promo video. Tag match, Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan versus Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. Big takeaway from this match: Bray isn't injured.
Yeah, thank goodness.
And I was like, thank God. You know, like when he first came out, I was like, I'll see a limp. I don't see nothing wrong. You know, and I'm like, this is good. This is good. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, I think he just took a few days off. I read an article last week that said that he was still going to be competing later on in the week. So yeah, he should be pretty much 100%.
Good. Happy to hear it.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Dolph Ziggler.
I mean, everybody out there, we were watching this live, all talking to each other, and John and I saw the finish and just kind of cringed. God,
as soon as he hits him, I'm like, that's fucking it. God damn it.
Our boy Ziggler.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say about Ziggler. I mean, when you were gone last week, Vandy, I mean, he did cut he had a great promo last week, probably the best of his career.
Yeah, I went back and checked it out. It was really impassionate.
Yeah, it was.
Too bad after SummerSlam, he'll go right back to the mid card.
You know the fucking worst part is I wouldn't doubt it.
Unfortunately.
He can go fight for the Intercontinental Championship.
No, he can't. I don't want him to have any titles. No, he's a waste of space. He's a waste. I don't even want him to be tag team champions because it takes away from American Alpha. I want him to be IC champion because that means Baron Corbin can't get it. He damn well doesn't deserve the WWE championship because Bray Wyatt still hasn't won it.
That's true.
Bray Wyatt overall has been a better character than Dolph Ziggler in his entire tenure with WWE. And I'm serious. It's just fact.
There's no doubt.
Ziggler's a good hand. I'm not disputing that. He's a good wrestler, and that's fine. I like that. But no. You've had world titles. It's time for Bray Wyatt to get his world titles.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Ziggler, like you said, he's already had opportunities. It's time for him to just go ahead and, like he was doing before, just job for everybody.
Like you infamously said, it's not even a big deal to beat Ziggler, and it's not. He was booked awful until this. Like it was just like lose. Remember, he was pre-showing with Corbin a few months ago. Mm-hmm. I'm not happy about that at all. Corbin does not need to be in the pre-show. He doesn't.
That's true. I mean, yeah, what has he done really to, I guess, deserve it? I mean, yeah, he won the six-pack challenge, I guess they had, but he shouldn't have.
He was the lucky one that got...
It's a new era. No. It's a new day.
But if it's a new era, you have to have a new guy win. You know what I mean? Ziggler's not a new guy. He's not part
Ziggler
of
has
the new
been
era.
held down by that glass ceiling for so long.
Yeah.
I hope it shatters.
He's finally able to poke his hand through that glass ceiling. He may not break the whole thing, but he's finally able to poke his hand through there, peek his head a little bit out there, have a couple of hair strands stand out there, see what it looks like, see what it feels like.
No.
I just can't wait for him to go back down to his rightful ranks.
Let's be real. Going to SummerSlam, Dean Ambrose is obviously going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Who does Ambrose feud with next?
AJ Styles.
Okay, that's fine. Who does Dolph Ziggler feud with next?
Nobody. Kalisto.
Kalisto. I was just about to say.
That's somebody who I'll be okay with him beating. I won't really care.
I will only be okay with that if Kalisto wins these matches. That's the worst.
No.
Because there's no reason for him to win. I just don't care. I just don't. He needs a heel turn or something. He needs AJ back maybe. I don't know.
I'll agree with that. He should have been turned heel a couple years ago. They should have been turning back heel.
What he needs is to take a break for like a year.
Yeah, that might actually be it. Just leave, refresh your character, recharge your batteries, come back right, just
there's quite a few superstars that need to leave her and repackage. But unfortunately, not everybody is as lucky as the Shining Stars / Los Matadores / the Colognes. They get repackaged 19 times and come back on TV. They're probably going to get repackaged again soon. Just something else. I mean, who knows? I mean, they have had the most luck with just having chances of, all right, we're going to take you off TV for an extended amount of time, and we're going to throw a mask on you. We'll take your mask off. We'll put some gel in your hair, and you guys will come right back as a new gimmick. They are some lucky sons of guns.
Yeah, man.
They are really lucky.
Oh my! The worst part is when they go through their whole gimmick changes, they don't even change their movesets. Like they have all the same moves. Like I don't know which one it is, and I don't really care. The one that does the sitting rope thing when he goes out. I don't know what you call it. I can't even come up with a name with it. But it's come on, man. No one cheers when you do it. You need to stop.
That was pretty whack. Just cut that out.
It's just weird. I'm like, does that hurt? I guess that's more gross. You got your ass on my head. Get off me.
Jump over the ropes and do a leg drop or something. That'll be more exciting.
They better hurry
Snake Eyes.
Carlito.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, it's Carlito. He shouldn't align himself with them, but they need him more than
they need him desperately. But honestly, they would probably drag him down. I wouldn't even want them to be with Carlito.
That's the worst part is I'm like, man, I can't wait to see Carlito. I'm happy. Oh, god damn it, the other two are with him. Even they're so bad that I didn't even want to see Rosa Mendez because she was with him. I'm like, I like looking at you, Rosa, but with these clowns, get away from them. You're so much better than them. And she's not, but just get away from them.
They just make it that much worse.
It does. Oh my god. Anyway, was anything else big? I don't think there's any other too many noteworthy things the last couple of days. Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. We can clearly say SmackDown won this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah. No, SmackDown won.
That
should have almost been my opening sentence. It was SmackDown won. Wait, let's keep going.
Won by a landslide.
Yeah.
So now the thing is, we just got to decide, because we already know Raw won week 1, SmackDown won this week, which is week 3. So who won week 2?
Let's do a quick vote on it right now.
I say SmackDown.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
I'm still going to go Raw.
Okay.
So I guess I'm the tiebreaker?
Yep, it's all up to you.
I was happy SmackDown actually did, it had American Alpha's debut, and they advertised it for that week. It should have been on week 1, though. It's probably a good thing it wasn't on week 1, because I'm not saying SmackDown would have got overshadowed by Raw, because Raw just had it almost had a perfect show.
Yeah,
there was nothing wrong with that. but SmackDown came with it. SmackDown's been consistent through this whole thing. Raw was superb, then pretty good,
and then garbage.
You need to like rewrite the books. Like it was just bad.
And I'll give you that. The SmackDown week 2 was definitely better than their SmackDown, week 1. They definitely.
SmackDown's almost been topping every one of the shows. This week it didn't top last week, but last week topped first week.
Yeah, no doubt.
It is. We're gonna get SmackDown a lead here because I'm gonna vote for SmackDown. So we're gonna SmackDown's heading into week 4 with the 2-1 lead.
I like it.
All right. I mean, we should almost give Raw 2 losses for last night.
We should take away their win.
Right?
Take away their lone win, man.
That was so bad.
That was awful. They better not produce anything close to that again next week. I mean, it's pretty hard to get that bad again, but
right.
I mean, we know Raw can get progressively worse. So I hope it's not that bad.
It scares me. It scares me because you hope that you can only go up, but no. We can go down.
We can go down.
We can go down. It can always get much worse.
Raw has 45 minutes for me next week, and if it's bad, man, I'm going to sleep early. I'll tell you that next week.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to catch a few Z's too.
Sometimes it sucks.
It really does.
I know it drags on, man.
Them 3 hours, man. Can
we start a petition?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, today was like for me the most evident that I was like I'm still pretty tired right now, but what's it called? Yesterday, there was no way I could have done the show at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it was not even an option.
It couldn't happen. Today, I was like, man, this was good because it was condensed in a good way. It was only 2 hours. I could absorb it, and now I can go about doing stuff. We can record this. I can edit it. I'll be fine. I can go to sleep at a reasonable hour. No, not with Raw sometimes, man. And then after Raw they had the Dean Ambrose and Stone Cold podcast, which oh boy was that a hot turd. Oh boy was that bad.
It's turd followed by more turd. Huh?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't supposed to be bad. I can tell it. I want to say tried to get out of character for this. I guess he was going for like a relaxed kind of interview, like, hey, let's just like I don't want to say a fireside chat, but hey, let's just kick it and talk, maybe pop a few beers or something. And he seems like a dude that doesn't like to talk about his personal life, which is fine. You don't got to talk about it if you want to talk about it. But I don't want to say it was a boring interview, but he didn't come with it. Like it was like Austin had to keep asking him stuff to try to get him somewhere, and he wouldn't even answer the question that Austin originally asked. And it was kind of all over the place, and it was kind of evident. Like after Austin like intentionally tried to almost piss him off, that's when he turned into the Ambrose that we see on TV, and that's when he got good. Like he cut a promo off his hand just like that. Like he said, if I had something scripted, I can't memorize 3 lines of it, but if you tell me to go out there and talk, I can do it. And he did that, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good. I can see how you can do that.
I'm glad you took the L for us, man, and watched it because for what you described, and then I went to looking on the reviews and seeing everything that you described to us. I'm glad you took the L for us and watched it because
it's cool. And there was a few pieces of gold in there. Like the biggest piece of gold is Brock Lesnar. I'll get to that later though. He did mention the Shield were supposed to be Punk's goons. I'm happy that's on the WWE records now because Punk said that in the Colt Cabana podcast, but WWE would never say that. What's it called? He talked about Seth's heel turn being one of the best, and because it was the perfect timing to do it. And I remember even thinking after that payback, where does the Shield go from here? Because they literally beat in the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Evolution, where else can you go from there?
Mm-hmm.
You can't, and there's no.
So,
he said it was the perfect thing, the perfect time to do it because it's because we're at our peak, no one's gonna see it coming, and it was great. Like when you go back and watch it, that's still like, and Ambrose's face just as that's happening is just priceless. Like oh my God, this is really happening right now. And then just with let's talk about the Brock Lesnar part. Ambrose is a wrestling guy. And you can kind of tell that in the just by what he's doing. You know, I think he looks happy to be here. He was even like smiling a little bit during his promo on SmackDown tonight. What he was describing is he wanted to make this WrestleMania match something that you had almost like never seen, something like spectacular, something fuck yeah, you know, something Ambrose. And he was met with laziness. From Brock's side, Brock wanted to be Brock, and he didn't. He just wants to be that dominating figure in the ring. He didn't want to do anything, nothing creative, nothing like that. And Ambrose is like, okay, you know, we'll go like this, and then in his back of his mind, he's thinking it'll be okay when we get in the ring. And the execution was atrocious. That match was awful.
Well, we saw, yeah. I mean, we were scratching our heads after that match ended.
It was awful.
All that build up for that, and well, now we got our answers.
It's a damn shame because just, you know, when you go back and you hear this, you shudder to think what could have been. Because I'm like, man,
that should have been a good match.
If they really let him loose, what would they have done? You know, they build that as a no holds barred street fight, which is redundant because all they do is say no DQ.
All the same thing, yeah.
It's the only one that matters rule wise is falls count anywhere. You can pin outside, and a ladder / TLC match where you have to grab the briefcase, title, whatever is hanging from the ring. Those are the only ones that matter. Otherwise, it's a single match or a no DQ match. Either to those two matches, you're gonna win clean, or you're gonna use tactics. You know, you can build it as a no DQ match and make it a ladder match if you want. It's just, or a tables match. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But just going off that, and I mean, it would have surprised me if more stories like that come out in terms of being difficult to work with Brock, because he does seem like the type of dude that is difficult to work with, and probably not going to be the most popular opinion, but. If Brock Lesnar decided after SummerSlam he didn't want to come back and he wanted to go back to UFC, bye, good riddance. Honestly, as much as we've had some, I mean, we were all just crazy about him. Brock first came back and all the dream matches you have, and we started to see that. But now I'm just like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, let's say about a year ago, 2 years ago, anytime they advertised Brock Lesnar live coming, because it's, you know, once every 4 months. Oh, yeah, Brock's coming. I can't wait. Now, when they're advertising for him, honestly, I really don't care. It's nothing special to me anymore. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm like, okay, Lesnar's coming. I don't view him as a special attraction anymore, and it makes it worse hearing these different stories, hearing some preferential treatment that he gets. And I'm just like, look, the dude comes, he makes all this, and I mean, he doesn't care about any single person in that stands. He doesn't care. As long as he's getting his money, he's going to come, show up, and leave. And look, we all want to make good money, of course, but you want to have a passion for what you do. And the guys that are there for as long as they are have a passion. Yeah, they're making good money, the ones that they're at the top, but they have a passion for what they do. And even though, and some people can say what they would about The Rock. The Rock had a great career. He wrestled for a while, and even with his busy schedule, he still tries to come back as many times as he can because that's what he loves. But for me, for Lesnar, I mean, just him not loving the WWE or the sport anymore and just doing it for the money. Look, man, go back to UFC. I honestly I wouldn't lose sleep over it if he left this time.
Yeah.
Take Lesnar out, bring back Punk for me, and I'll be good. I don't care about Lesnar anymore right now. I hope Randy gives him a. It's not gonna happen, but I hope he punts his head straight off at SummerSlam. I wish he punted him straight out the WWE. I wish he killed the legend of Brock Lesnar. I wish.
He is a legend killer. We will see at SummerSlam what's gonna happen.
We know Brock's going to Viperville. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But to your point, Vinny, though, like that's almost a credit to how good Rocky really is. You know, like we love Rock's career. We enjoyed the hell out of it. I still enjoy the hell out of it. Like I see all the Rocky movies when they go to theaters and shit. You know. And for Rocky, like he always wanted to go to Hollywood. He's not shy to say that.
Mhm.
You look at his old interviews and stuff. He always wanted to do this. Remember when he was on SNL? Like, look how good he was on all that shit.
Yeah.
He was always destined for bigger things. I'm not saying WWE isn't big.
But yeah,
More money in Hollywood is clear.
Oh yeah.
And for Rocky, dude got out before he got any serious injuries or anything like that. He was never seriously injured, to the best of my knowledge.
No, he wasn't.
You know, and good for him. And
You're smart about it.
yeah, and then it's kind of, part of me is like, I know Cena's gonna leave soon too. Like I have the biggest inkling that Cena's gonna be
I'm
gone
with
in
you.
the
You can
next-
just see slowly and slowly. I mean, Cena's he's in the same breed as The Rock.
Yeah, he really
He's
is.
really good in terms of just connecting with the audience, and it just comes natural. It comes natural, and I mean, he's starting to do all these gigs, Today Show, hosting these different reality shows and award shows.
Yeah.
To me, Cena's like the Michael Strahan of wrestling, if in the good way, because he's good PR. He's like go back. Like I think I said this before, but go back and watch his off the record with Michael Lansbury, I think his name is, or whatever, on YouTube or whatever. Even when he's like Thugonomics Cena with the WWE Championship or whatever he's doing, like he's still good PR. Like he says things in like his the accent he's putting on or whatever, but it's still good PR. And in the next 2 or 3 years, something tells me he's gonna. I don't want to say he's gonna leave full time or anything like that, but he might be pulling that Undertaker Triple H gig.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
once or twice a year kind of deal. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that.
Probably already. Oh, go ahead, Kev.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that you can tell he's just being groomed for future success pretty much, and then a bunch of different industries and whatnot. So, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad when he leaves, but hey, I mean, he's had a good career. I'll admit it.
Part of me is, the bigger picture for Cena was, I think what he wants to do is be on Good Morning America, Today Show, whatever he's gonna do. And I don't want to say he'll be the sports guy, but I think he'll bring 5 minutes of wrestling to that program, and it'll be a platform that we can use for the future. So WrestleMania, post WrestleMania, the champion goes on the Today Show, Good Morning America, whatever show it is. Cena can be the guy. Hey, Seth Rollins, the champion again. I'm coming for you. You know
Yeah,
the platform. And that's almost what I like about Rocky. And I forget where I hear it. I think it was Pat Patterson that said it. We always go out and get a celebrity for WrestleMania to help. Like, hey, bring more eyes to the product, which is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky is our own homegrown celebrity. We don't have to outsource anymore. We can just get Rocky now.
Yeah.
Because because Rocky has legitimately been like the biggest person in the world. It's awesome. Like I still like Rocky. I don't like everything he does, but I still like Rocky. It's like wrestling. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad. The last Raw.
whole lot of
Raw was a lot of bad.
Whole lot of bad. Whole lot of just hot garbage. Just hot
garbage.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
I can't believe they gave us that show. I still don't believe it. Like really, who came up with that script for the night and was like, you know what, this is going to be an A+ show. Can't wait to show this to you guys.
Well, we got duped.
Yep, no doubt about that.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, it's a new era, it's new Raws. We're not going to have these horrible Raws again. And
Here we are.
we don't have, not even a month in. I mean, we're talking about, we got SummerSlam. We got SummerSlam coming up, and not even a month in, we get one of the worst Raws of 2016. And we're 8 months into 2016.
2 weeks away from SummerSlam.
2 weeks away.
To your credit. And then part of this, I don't like that they're doing also. We're 3 weeks away from the draft, and Randy and Brock are already jumping shows. And they even had to address it. This their way of doing it. They addressed it tonight. You're no longer allowed to jump shows or anything like that. I'm like, shouldn't that have been like rule number uno? Like, what the fuck? Like, and part of me was wondering because they always said brand extension. They never said brand split. That was the first one, and I get that this is a brand extension. I had an inkling. This is their way of saying the world title is going to travel between both shows. Like, it's not a brand split where there's exclusive Raw, exclusive SmackDown. Because in that sense, whatever champion the show just happens to be on, he technically can't really leave to go to the other show. That was just my thinking, my logic behind it. Now it's they're I guess they are extending it now. Now SmackDown gets its own tag team championship, its own women's championship. I guess, and Raw's now getting its own world's championship and possibly even a cruiserweight championship in the few coming weeks. I'm not giving Raw a pass, but when that cruiserweight division comes, it will significantly make Raw look better.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Save Raw.
I mean, just on match quality alone, if they give the guys time to go out there and do their thing, just match quality alone, Raw would be able to just hold its own every week.
Oh yeah, I almost want. Well, they've been stealing formulas. I almost want them to do the Nitro formula where I would hear a lot of people say, "Yeah, we watched like the first 2 or 3 hours of Nitro and then switch to WWF because the main events are always better," and they always were. Like in Nitro, you would see. I mean, I like Hogan. Vanny doesn't.
Yeah.
You see Hogan versus
well documented
somebody, and I would dig that. But on Raw, you'd see Rocky versus Triple H, which match you really think I want to see? Like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can't wait, and I hope WWE signs a few more of those the cruiserweight classic guys, because this shit is awesome. Like, I think if they're on episode 5 now. I saw my first taste of Zack Sabre Jr. I was like, yo, this dude is a reversing machine. Like, he is awesome. And
yes, he is.
Daniel Bryan was even saying, this guy's so good, if I were still wrestling, I would steal his moves. That's how you put someone over. Like, come on, we all love seeing good moves. We all like, yo, fuck yeah. Like, Baron Corbin's fucking End of Days is like the best finish in wrestling right now.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, my guy has that in the game.
No doubt.
Has finisher in the game too. Like, it's like fuck yeah, we'd all use the best moves we can. Can't go out there doing everybody else's moves too, but
Yeah, like Dolph Ziggler super kick, but hey, we'll get to that later. No, we won't even talk about
too
that.
many people bastardize the super kick. I can't stand it. And it's just part of that's I get the business is evolving, and that's just where the business is. Like the DDT. That was bastardized too, or fucking prostituted out. Everyone has a DDT now.
Yeah, that was just a regular move at one point.
Just going back to some older finishers and stuff. Like I think Vern Gardner used to use a drop kick. That's laughable now. Randy has one of the best drop kicks in the game, and you wouldn't even think the match is over after a drop kick.
Heck no.
Stan Hansen used a clothesline from hell, a big ass lariat. Like I used to wonder why JBL used a clothesline, but his clothesline was always vicious, so it was passable, But it's just the business now. It's just a super kick can come really out of nowhere, That's part of why Shawn Michaels is so deadly with it, because he literally can hit it like that. Like I still remember that one he hit on Hogan when Hogan was like turning around. That for me is one of the best turnaround hit. Blind feeds ever. Like
that's gotta be Vandy's favorite moment in
I love it. I love every single second of it. Oh my gosh. I replayed it over and over and over again. Thing of beauty it was.
It was perfect execution. Moment. Thing of beauty.
And the super kick is just a good ass move, Like Shawn Michaels, I think used it the best because he didn't overuse it. It's finished. He's gonna see it special times in a match. And going back to Shelton Benjamin, his on Shelton Benjamin is still the best I've ever seen. My God, it is
amazing.
True thing of beauty. And then he even put Shelton over the next night of Raw. That was one of the best matches I've had in 20 years. Like that was, that was awesome. I'm
incredible.
Like, fuck yeah. I was like just jumping out of my seat, trying not to get grounded again because I was already grounded watching Raw in 5 volume or whatever.
Yeah, there was just something about the way that Shawn Michaels executed and did his sweet chin music, his super kick. It looks so flawless and it looks so clean. But you see like Ziggler do it, it's kind of off. It just looks ugly to me.
A lot of dudes miss their kicks. With Shawn Michaels, I've seen a lot of Shawn Michaels super kicks. I've seen a lot of sweet chin music. I haven't seen too many of them miss the mark that often, And like the only ugly one I can think of off the top of my head was the one to Flair. To finish Flair. That one was a little uglier, but Sean talks before that. We almost excuse it because we know what that moment was.
Yeah, it had to be done.
You don't it's his end. You're gonna put him away. don't break his teeth. You know, like
Right.
he has to walk out of here with his head held high because he's the Nate. You know, he can't walk out with a bloody mouth or anything. Bloody forehead,
broken
you know?
jaw or something.
Yeah. 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 Anything else though? You know, like I don't think there's anything else we really need to go over or anything like that.
Nah, we established Raw was bad, SmackDown was good. You know,
Yeah.
Raw was awful.
It was big ups to SmackDown and go Roman. Fuck yeah,
Yep.
Roman.
And what makes it even worse is that SmackDown won with having most of their top stars on the New Zealand tour.
That's funny.
Yeah, for a second I thought maybe Raw had their stars on a New Zealand tour, but
Nope.
because they weren't doing anything out there. Nothing was happening.
Just doing shit.
Gosh. Yeah, we won't ever talk about this Raw, hopefully, again.
Nah.
No, I think the last thing I need to mention, if I didn't mention it earlier, Enzo and Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, Jericho, or KO, however you want to say that, are going to face at SummerSlam, so that should be pretty fun to watch. And that's the last we ever have to say about that Raw.
Yeah, that was like the best part of Raw, pretty much. So.
Yep. But that's our show this week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what you guys thought of Raw and SmackDown. Please be honest. You can follow us on Twitter at PWV_podcast for your wrestling news, articles, opinions, and information. Check out ProWrestlingVoice.com. Check out our store, ProWrestlingTees.com/ProWrestlingVoice. Only $19.99. You guys go and check those out. I am your host, John Lucas, alongside my co-host, Vinny Menard.
Chair shots to the head are very dangerous. Don't try it at home.
Don't.
Kevin, man, no more chair shots to Vandy.
Can't promise anything. Just keep your eyes on the lookout, Vandy, and you too, John. I might be coming for you.
Oh no, you ain't coming for me. You know why?
I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for that title.
This title will protect me. You know.
I'm going back for my concussion protocol tomorrow to see if I get cleared. I'll be ready in time for SummerSlam to finally become podcast champion.
See, that was my plan, was to knock Vandy out of the title hunt, but he recovered so damn quickly, unfortunately.
Apparently. He'll be back next week.
Unless you gave what you should have done was give me a contusion like the club did to Big E, then I'd be out for about a month.
I should have done that.
What is it? Turnbuckle postitis? Is that what they call it?
Oh man.
Yeah. You can find us at on iTunes by searching Pro Wrestling Voice Radio, and on the Speaker app by searching Pro Wrestling Voice Podcast, and on YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Voice. You know our names. We won't throw the book at you. Until next time.